I do not hate BBTReacts, although maybe in the future I might, but as of right now, I do not. So I'm back with another video. This time, I'm sending Billy's reaction to Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse explained by an Asian. I have personally seen this movie, and I did like it, so I know the source material. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get into this video.
Warning, this video is intended for a mature audience. You understand? Viewer discretion is advised. Yay!
Just like in the last video, I'm going to be removing a sin for the age warning.
Alright, this is Billy Bob Tanley here, people, and this is a request from a person named Big Boy 920, and it was uploaded by a Korean comic, and the name of this video is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, explained by an Asian. Okay, let's check it out. Yay.
The movie began with Gwen playing the drums in Dimension Earth 65. As in reality, she is the female
Billy says, "What the hell?" Cliche.
Spider-Man who hang out with Peter
Female
Parker and dad is
Spider-Man?
the police. But as Peter
up with
gets
this
bullied,
animation?
he drinks
Unfortunately for the rest of this video, Billy says he dislikes this animation, but he never explains why it looks bad. If you're trying to criticize this, could you at least elaborate? Because of how annoying this was, I'm adding 50 cents for this overall and moving on.
the lizard poop. So at prom, he becomes the lizard and try to kill the bully, but Gwen tries to stop him, and he dies from construction. So in reality,
this looks gay as fuck.
Okay, I know I said I'll be moving on from this, but this point deserves an extra 10 cents.
This is why you need to spank your kids. This is why people
I'm sure this failed.
This movie has an 8.6 out of 10 on IMDb, a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 86% on Metacritic, and this movie made about $691 million in the box office. In simple words, the exact opposite happened.
This is the worst version of Peter Parker
It looks like the worst, or one of the worst.
What do you mean one of the worst? Are you implying there are other versions of Peter Parker that are just as bad? What are they?
Spider-Man killed Peter Parker and vows to arrest Spider-Man.
So basically a multiverse exists where there is an infinite different realities of different versions of Spider-Man.
Such as the Karen Spider-Man on the left and the Brack Spider-Man on the right, known as Miles Morales. And one day as she fights the Birdman, we see the web and a portal with Mexican Spider-Man that came to take the Birdman back to its original destination.
How old is
as
this?
you will start glitching if you're in the...
This movie was made in 2023. I'm not adding it in because I don't find Billy not knowing this to be a problem.
As the Mexican and Karen fight the bird, we see another Brack Spider-Man, but this one is pregnant. Also, the Mexican has vampire powers.
Is this woke shit?
While I do agree there are some woke elements in this film, most people can agree that this movie was still good either way. Unfortunately, Billy is assuming because of the woke elements, this movie was bad and it failed. Also, Billy decides to hate on everything in this film despite not knowing the source material, like what he did in his My Thoughts on Bluey reaction.
As the bird gets captured, Gwen is tired and out of webs but gets confronted by her dad, the Popo. So she takes her mask off, but the dad, the Spider-Man is...
There have been rumors that Gwen Stacy is trans, although it has never been specified. Also, there was a trans poster on Gwen's wall in this image. The entire idea of LGBTQ plus representation is divided among most people. Some people like these additions, while others find it to be a forced agenda and therefore dislike it. Because of this, I'm not going to add or remove a sin for Billy's opinion on this.
Dad feels betrayed because Gwen was lying. When he tried to arrest her, he gets in some tech prison.
This is the kind of garbage that people hate.
I suppose, but for this movie, this is mainly not the case.
Portal to another dimension, then gives Gwen one and allows her to join. The dad is like, no, as the Karen asks for the manager.
This terrible
and then
animation.
we move to Earth Dimension 1610. As Miles' parents talk to a teacher at school, we're introduced to a character called Spot, who tries stealing one thing and has the power to create...
It did very well.
portals and teleport.
Then comes Miles Morales, the Spider-Man of Earth 1610, who fights bad guys, is horrendously down bad for Gwen.
This is so terrible, man.
Miles then poisons the Spot and treats him like a joke and captures him while not taking
He is
him
a joke.
I wouldn't have a problem with Billy saying this if you knew the source material. Billy is essentially hating on Spot because he's in a movie he doesn't like. This is a dumb reason to dislike him in my opinion, adding 5 sins.
Heads to his room, gets changed, and joins his parents.
Turns out Miles has good grades, but he's
what
skipping
was the
too
point
many
of Miles anyway? We already had Spider-Man.
Miles Morales was created to represent people of color.
As the parents hear him out, Miles finds out the Spot's not again. So bro leaves in a rush, and so does his dad.
We all know.
So they fight again.
Some people may not know, so why don't you say it? Also, why would you ask this question when you apparently know the answer?
As dad tries to help out. What is bro doing with his leg? You trying to take his shoes off or something?
This is
We
so
then learned
fucking
that Spot was a
stupid.
scientist that transported a spider from another dimension, Earth 42. That it was the same spider that bit Miles to become Spider-Man.
This looks
We also learned from
terrible.
the previous film when Spider-Man defeated the villain, it destroyed a collider machine while Spots was working on it and
hate
transformed him
this.
into the way he is now. This made him lose his job, friends, and family as he blames Miles for all of this and wants revenge. But then bro kicks his own booty and falls in his own portal. Miles and his dad then share a moment
Wow,
together, but
man.
neither of his parents know he's Spider-Man. Meanwhile, Spots discover he's in a void when he
I
spanks
don't know
himself
the
and
fuck
realizes
I'm-
he has the power to travel to other universes. Yo, this man has zero turbulence in his booty. Where's the gap? Do some squats.
This is making my head
so
hurt.
he goes
He's
to Lego
petting his
World and
ass.
The reason Spot is pinning his butt cheek is because he accidentally kicked himself there when trying to control his power. For some reason, this Asian guy doesn't thoroughly explain this, so Billy probably thinks Spot pets himself there because why not? I'm not adding a sin because this isn't Billy's fault.
Chinatown. And because he ran out of spots, he decides to
Okay,
get
who
stronger
made
and get more
this?
spots.
This movie was made by Columbia Pictures and Sony Pictures Animation associated with Marvel.
Lego man
Is this
tells
a-
Spanish man about Spots because he's a snitch. Miles then gets a cake to
Lego?
congratulate his dad for becoming captain. And because he don't know math and can't time manage, by the time he gets back, the cake is ruined and he gets
Oh my
grounded. Yo, be
God.
lucky you're getting grounded. My
Why
mama will put a
destroy the
chopstick up my
Spider-Man
ass.
franchise
Miles then
with this
walks
woke
away,
shit?
goes to his
But this franchise wasn't destroyed by this movie, so what are you talking about?
room and jacks off to Gwen. And during post-nut clarity, a portal opens up and Gwen shows up to
fuck's
Miles.
he
She's like,
talking
"Ooh,
about?"
let me
If you're confused as to why this guy's saying that, why do you say crap like this all the time?
break this."
Damn, bro, his face looked like he wanted to give her a taste of equality. Give her that Chris Brown special.
Hey,
What
what's
the hell?
this? Is this me? Oh my gosh, just ask for nudes, little bro.
She then invites him out and he goes out despite being grounded.
Cause he wants the white girl. Hey, yo, what the hell, little man? Where are your
Oh my
parents?
God.
Without Miles knowing, Gwen then put surveillance on Spots.
Miles
Don't
and
have
Gwen then
kids
start
doing that.
flirting as
I do agree this is pretty nasty, but this isn't real life, so it's not that big of a deal.
he gives her the light skin stare. Oh, he want to give her a spider noodle. Cause his spider willy is tingling. So bro makes a move and
Spider
Gwen
willy.
sees the move, then hits him with the friend zone combo.
Yeah, we can be
Oh
friends.
shit.
Thanks, buddy.
Miles then learns of this elite club
That's
of Spider-Man
fucked
that
up.
have all these watches and questions why he wasn't invited. Then the mom shows up like,
Are you using protection? Oh, look at the time. Gotta go.
Mom,
What
you gotta
the
stop
hell?
him.
Billy says, what the heck?
Promise me you'll use protection. There's so
I
many
don't
STDs
know anything
in
about this.
world.
I don't
I promise.
care.
Go get laid. Bro then gets changed.
Is that what
and
she said?
chases Gwen
Go
to a
get
building
laid?
with
Anybody that has seen this movie knows that Miles' mom did not say this. I'm assuming this Asian guy thinks it's funny to say stuff like this, but it's just worse in my opinion, as Billy appears to legitimately believe this. Just like last time, I'm not adding a sin because this isn't Billy's fault.
holes. As Miles wants to go inside Gwen's building holes. And in order to achieve this, Miles turns invisible as his Spider-Man includes invisibility and can create electric shockwaves. Gwen then checks the surveillance
I
and
played
sees
Miles
the spot
Morales,
building
the
a
game.
collider. And
It
once
was
in
too
contact
short.
with his body,
Assuming you haven't 100% completed the game, this game takes about 7 to 8 hours to complete. Apparently most people found this to be short for a $50 game, so this is a pretty fair point.
he creates more spots and thus
It's
making
like a
him
DLC.
stronger.
Gwen then
Pretty
panics
much.
as Miss Pregnant asks why she didn't capture Spots as they find out he's traveling to many different dimensions. Miles realizes Spots is
hell?
finding every collider machine he can find in different universes to become
That
ridiculously
Spider
overpowered to
Woman
destroy
being
him. Miss
pregnant
Pregnant
thing,
then
that's
gives
the
Gwen
most
an hour to
fucked
capture him
up
as she
stupid
enters the
shit I've
portal and
seen
Miles
with
follows her and
Spider-Man.
enters.
Cause he's
Type of stuff.
horny.
Then arrives to Earth 50101. As Spots asks where he can find the collider, we're introduced to Indian Spider-Man. Gwen then reunites
What
with
the
Miles,
fuck?
but regardless, Spots finds the collider and stops the spiders from entering.
And even with the help of London Spider-Man named Hobie, they
I
didn't
don't-
stand a chance to spider 4-on-1 gangbang.
Honest question though, instead of going for the Spot, why couldn't they just break the machine to make the collider stop working like this?
I'm not that big of a
So Spot
Spider-Man
gets to the
fan
machine
where
and
I
makes
just wanna
contact,
just
causing an explosion.
find out
Miles
all
then
this
sees a glimpse of
shit.
the future with Spot destroying everything, as we see Miles' dad and an Indian inspector running towards a kid. As Bro comes back to his senses, the Spot is more powerful than ever and says he will take
What?
everything away from Miles. The spiders then discover the building falling, so they do Spidey stuff like save people as Indian Spider-Man holds a bus. We then see a little girl crying as an Indian
Why am I
inspector
hearing
tries
two
to
different
save her.
people
Miles,
talk
knowing they
here?
might not
Billy, this is the same guy.
make it tries to help, but Gwen stops him. So he goes, wee. The building comes down, but he saves the girl and the inspector. The people applaud as they get a
When was
standing
this?
ovation. But Gwen's
Never
watch then
mind.
says Canada event disrupted as all of India
I'll
starts
just stick
glitching
with
a quantum hole
Spider-Man.
created. Then the Spider
Not
Club elite
this
team shows up to
complicated
fix the problem.
bullshit.
Hey, yo,
Are you implying that this movie has nothing to do with Spider-Man?
God damn,
Woke
Spider-Man,
garbage.
this man has cake. Holy moly, his cheeks are the size of a TV.
Miss Pregnant then tells the three to come to HQ. Oh,
That's
and this
not
is
a
Hobie, by the way.
Spider-Man
Miles
then.
goes to HQ.
This is Spider-Man, but this guy talks about his cape because I don't know why.
HQ at Earth 928, surrounded by countless Spider-Man from all different dimensions.
But where is the Chinese Spider-Man? I want to sing Chinaman, Chinaman.
Miles then starts glitching because it's not his dimension, as he's given a wristband to prevent glitching. They then discover a machine that transports anyone back to their dimension by scanning their DNA.
This is just an agenda. That's all this is, being shoved down our fucking throats.
If you've seen this movie, you know that this hardly degrades it.
Original Spider-Man, who was Miles' mentor in the first film, reunites with him and turns out he has a kid. But Miguel is pissed off and explains to Miles the Spider-Verse exists.
God, this is fucking terrible trash.
Okay, I know this Asian guy isn't explaining this movie that well, but the fact that Billy is calling this trash and bad and garbage, despite explicitly saying earlier he does not care about this movie, is worth at least 25 more cents.
And events that must take place are called canon events, such as every Spider-Man getting bit by a spider.
Did Disney just come up with this and say, yeah, this is a good idea?
Disney didn't make this movie, so what are you talking about?
The police dying from saving them. Miguel then blames Miles for stopping a canon event that the Indian inspector was meant to die, but because Miles saved them, it created a quantum hole. Miguel says he stopped the canon event once thinking everything would be fine, but it resulted in his entire universe being destroyed all by himself, as this also risks destroying the entire Spider-Verse.
Billy drinking beer, cliche.
He then sees the vision of his dad as the captain saving a child, as Miles realizes his dad dying is a canon event. As it turns out,
can you just give people a normal Spider-Man series to understand?
But Miles refusing to let.
First of all, this is a movie, not a series, and secondly, a bunch of normal Spider-Man series already exist, adding 2 cents.
Let his father die, meaning he will stop a canon event, puts him in a tech prison. But thanks to the plot armor,
not
bro,
with shitty animation
as all the
either.
other Spider-Man try to find him, and clearly this one has no spider sense. Miles gets chased as we see the cat and dino spider. But how the hell are there so many of them and not a single one can catch him? Gwen then realizes she wants his sausage, but Miles says it's too late, Karen.
Then Peter finds him and tries to convince him bad things are bound to happen, but it shapes who they are, and that good things will also happen too. But his location tracker goes off, so Miles leaves.
Then he do the kung fu to the pregnant lady and gets dominated by Daddy Miguel.
Who then says the spider that bit Miles isn't even from his dimension.
This is how you kill a franchise right here, folks.
That is where you are wrong.
Spots. But turns out Miles lured all
Disney's
the
good
Spider-Man away
at
from the
that.
clubhouse.
Yeah, but Disney didn't work on this movie, so what's the point of saying this?
As he electrocutes
With
Miguel
their
and
woke
sends him
agenda,
flying. And goes
politic
back to the
garbage.
clubhouse while one staff is just chilling. As Miles turns invisible to use the machine that would take him back home. And when the staff and Miguel tries to stop him, it's too late. As
Here,
Miles
I'll give you one
teleports.
better. How about
I still can't
a
believe there was only
pregnant
one person guiding the only machine that
Spider-Man
can take Miles home. Like, out of
transgender?
thousands of
There you
Spider-Man,
go.
not a single one was like, hey, why are we
And make sure it's a
chasing him? Let's just guard
vegan
this
and
machine.
it drinks a
You
lot
don't
of
have to
soy
ask. Like, I thought
milk.
Spider-Man
I'm
was
just
smart
trying
to
to give you
think he's
ideas
got
with your
outsmarted by
woke
a
shit.
15-year-old? Really?
So Miguel is pissed off and kicks Gwen out of the
I'm just
club and then
kidding.
goes with a team to fight the spot
I'm
as
not
Miles
interested
and
in
Gwen
this.
is teleported.
Then what was the point of making that suggestion? Saying that implies you do care for this movie.
Peter then chose with Mary Jane to make a second child as Gwen finds out her watch is useless, so she rage quit la.
She then meets her dad and finds out he won't arrest her because he quit his job because he realizes Black Lives Matter. She then gives him a hug and says thank you for not engaging in police brutality anymore. As the dad says a friend left her a gift,
People
which is
just
the
want
watch
to see
that creates portals from
superheroes
Hobie. So she makes
do
a portal
their
and
thing.
leaves her dad to rot.
But they were doing their thing in this movie.
Aw, she's leaving me just like her mother. Miles then hurries
Stop
back home and breaks
complicating
the
things for
windows in the
people.
car with
Who are you talking to? The Asian guy? If so, you know he probably didn't work on this movie, and it isn't his fault the movie was like this.
windshield. That cost a lot of money. I thought Spider-Man's supposed to help people, not ruin their day la.
Like, could you imagine trying to get insurance for the car? Like, oh yeah, some
I thought
dude
this
who
was
matches broke.
explained
Can I
by
get
Asian,
insurance?
not
Miles then gets
another
home and
dude
tells his mom
too.
Billy, this is the same.
Spider-Man is Brack, but the mom is just chilling and bro starts glitching. Gwen then goes to Miles' room in his dimension, then finds out he's in the wrong universe.
Miles then
What?
realizes the spider that bit him is from Earth 42 and was sent
God,
to that
fuck
dimension
this
with a DNA
series,
scan.
man.
And in this
But this isn't a series.
world, his uncle is still alive. The city is in complete chaos and destruction because
I hate the way it
Spider-Man and
moves.
Miles' dad is dead. And out of nowhere, Miles
It's
gets hit and
ugly
knocked out. So
visual.
does the spider senses only work
What the
sometimes,
fuck
or
were you
does it work
thinking
all
when
the
you
time,
made
but just
this?
not this particular?
Saying something like this to the animators who spent about a year animating this masterpiece is honestly trash talk. I'm going to add 20 cents for this.
Gwen then hears Miles' parents' concern for him, so she pops out to tell him not to worry and that she'll find him. Which is hella sus, by the way, since the apartment is not on ground floor. Shouldn't the parents think, yo, how the hell did she even get here? So Miles' mom
I
says,
don't know.
be safe and use protection. But yeah, Gwen then recruits
Again.
Peter to help fight alongside Miles with a team that's on Miles' side. Meanwhile, Miles wakes up tied to a punching bag.
Uncle, it's me. Whack. Oh, he
Why
had like
does
the
he-
Asian
why
parents.
does he keep his
Then an
mask
absolute
off?
badass of a
He's supposed to be
character pops up that
Spider-Man.
happens to be Miles.
In this particular scene, Miles' mask is off because earlier in the movie, Miles swam back to his apartment and took off his mask because he didn't want his parents to see him wearing it. However, in different scenes, Miles probably has his mask off because it could be uncomfortable, or because he is comfortable enough to take it off when he's with Gwen Stacy.
Miles? Bro's thinking like, damn, I could've looked like that? As the other Miles looks at Bro with the intent to hurt him?
Nice
like,
meeting other Miles.
If I saw another version of me, I'd be excited and happy as hell. Wait, if they get along and have fun together, does that mean Miles got excited playing with himself? The spot then arrives, Miles gets ready to use his powers to free himself, and the movie ends with that so they can make us hype.
That's a movie, huh?
But your comment and
That's
let
a
me know if you
shitty
prefer to see
movie
older.
That you haven't seen. Alright, so the sin total is 146, and the final sentence is, there's a difference between criticism and trash talk. So yeah, that's about it for this video, and I'm done.